You got motherfuckers talking about that they want to make a change, they want to make a difference, but still stuck in the same phase. You got motherfuckers talking about that they want to chase a bag, but stay at home and nag. Then when you ask them what they need, they say less talking, more opinions, no prayers with division. You ask me, y'all need to focus more on the vision, rely less on television. How you want a future, you have no vision. This world is just like fiction. What we need is more talking, less opinions, more prayers with no division. Before you come up with a conclusion, giving people false illusions, pick up a book, do your research, learn your history before you end up in a ditch making history. Division in religion isn't working. The only way to show God our faith and love is through our actions. Our convictions is the only thing that really unite us. One God, one nation, different beliefs. There's words that can't fly with the wind. There's insults that are not violent. Meanwhile, while you're holding them, they're killing you on the inside. If I was to tell you that I didn't hurt, I would be lying. Would you believe me if I was to tell you that there's truths that lie, especially when they're telling you that they're indifferent? Getting shoved to the side because you're different. There's a hug out there someone didn't receive today. Probably because of what was said about them yesterday. Probably because of the way they was dressed today. Not realizing that the one that they hate could be the one that saves their day. But you know what? Thanks to them, it's another day in history where you get to flip the pages to your book and speak your story. And Lord, it's unholy. But you know what hurts the most? As I walk down the street and I see how easily we're divided. When we all should be united. One body, one mind, one soul, a million talents. Lord, without you, we're all divided. Forgive them, Lord, for they don't know any better. They don't know that there's someone out there that loves them. They don't talk about us, only when there's a crime. Would you believe me if I was to tell you that in this world, with or without money, we're all rich, even the poor? The problem is those that say that I'm reaching out to give a hand and stay they leeching hands is itching, ready to see you missing. Well, I think I went to write. Something inside me told me I can freestyle or I can rap. I can go with a rhythm that can make you dance. Tell you what I see on a daily, tell you everything's okay just to avoid dilemma. Or I can simply bring you something positive to the table and warn you of the ongoing problems that we're having. Instead, I have to reach out to my conscience once again as I watch the crime and the violence rise and the kids lose their innocence. Now the concept of forming a home day by day loses its essence. They don't want to hear that. I can't keep my arms crossed in front of the system. If I don't do something, I'm also part of the problem. As guilty as the one that pulls the trigger, like the person in the crowd that hits the record button on their phone to expose a lie instead of the truth for clout. They need 1,000 views. The government doesn't have a solution. The problem started when we took God out the equation. The problem ain't us celebrating. The problem is that we're a nation divided when we should be a nation united and praying. That's how we live today. When problems occur, we come up with a meaning. Laugh a little, move on with no care in the world, as if it ain't even a thing in this world. If it's like this today, I don't want to see the future. Because nowadays, they'll make a meme out of a person that can't even see the day of light no more. What makes you think they care? They can't even break bread at the table. I don't know how you want to be rappers and lyricists can go on with life, living on an illusion of nothing good to write. Talking about killing someone, selling drugs with pride, until the scripts are flipped and it's someone you love dies. Right? This ain't solved by activating the National Guards and going behind bars. This is deep. This is me and you. And they say as time pass by, we'll heal everything. Shit, you know these scars? I seen time flash by and never felt everything. Leaving me on standby, ready to kill everything. Alone in the mirror, looking at myself, say, girl, you're everything. You don't need for anything, shorty. So unless you walk a mile in my shoes, don't say anything. Just take a minute and listen so you can consume everything. Me and you are not the same, so make sure you look both ways when you cross me, and that's on everything. Hey, what up, everybody? I hope all of y'all is having a blessed and humble morning. Continue to have a blessed and humble morning. This y'all shorty racheal. I want to welcome all of y'all to the Writers for Life. Brings you the Let's Talk About It podcast. Hey, we're not doing the podcast today, but hey, look, I shorty got some random thoughts, right? A little while back, we was doing some lives, right? Those of you that have been following me for a while know what I'm talking about. But, you know, shorty had some random questions back then too, right? And it's crazy, right? How, listen, man, we all say it. A lot of us say it, right? We live in the world is a stage, is an illusion, right? And shout out to Papa Duck, because I'm about to play y'all a video. I'm not going to be here hours today, right? This is real, I don't know how long it's going to take, but it's not going to be hours. But shout out to Papa Duck for bringing out, you know, bringing awareness to this. Right, we was talking about this a couple months ago. I mean, we spoke on this for like almost 2 weeks straight, right? About the AIs, the artificial intelligence taking over people's jobs. Um, I was asking questions. I wanted to hear people's perspectives, people's opinions. What would they do? What would their reaction be if an AI took over their job, right? What you know, how would you feel if your life was in the hands of an AI robot? I mean, an AI judge, an AI lawyer, or AI jurors, and much more, right? I've been saying it. Like people keep saying it's coming. No, it's here. It's not coming. Don't keep waiting for it to come. Man, we already in the era of the Jetsons and the Flintstones, all right? We've been there for a little while already. But it's crazy. Back then I was asking, right? You know how these are random thoughts, right? And I still got them thoughts. They come here and there, right? When you're born, right? They take your fingerprints, they take your handprint, they take your toe prints, your footprint, everything, right? They store your DNA and all that, right? And they know, who your parents are. If your dad is there, they got your dad and your mom. If whichever way, they got all that DNA stored, right? And I've always asked, right, with all that stored, right, when a child, when a crime is committed and DNA is left behind in the scene and they say it's unknown and stuff like that, right? Why can't they compare that unknown DNA sample to different hospitals in different places, right? Because, our DNA is stored in whatever hospital we're born. It should be there, right? It should be there. But, I don't know how many people got the same type of random thoughts that I do. But for the longest, I'll be asking so many questions, right? How can there be so many missing people with all this technology that they got out here, all these cameras, right? I don't know if y'all remember back then in 2022, right? That they said it in the news. They're gonna start tearing up the grounds, to fix them, but they were gonna start installing these equipments underground, right? These cameras and all that, right? And these cameras was going to be able to, see the people on top, how many people are on the curve and stuff like that. I think somebody has said, and I'm not talking about just regular people. I'm talking about the people that put the news out there. You know, um, apparently, they was going to be able to see how many bodies are in the house and stuff like that, and much more. Um, this shit was crazy a couple months back. A lot of people was talking about it. It was bringing back everything that was being said in 2019, 2020, 2021, 2022, 2023. And what's crazy is happening. It's happening. It's happening. Um, but the questions still linger. How can there be so many missing people? All this technology that's out here, right? All these cameras is out here and much more, right? I want y'all to listen to this, right? Then I'm gonna get right back onto it because what's crazy, Papa Duck is only saying what we've all been thinking, what we've all been talking about. I've been saying it. We've been talking about it in the podcast for the longest. Like, it is not the first time we've talked about this, right? Y'all see that they got this new technology that's coming out now, right? We talked about it. We did a reaction on the TikTok reaction on reviews and reactions, right? Where they got this app, right? And I said this been out for a minute, but people are just starting to notice this and they're starting to bring it out like it's something new. They got this app. Blessings, Miss V is in the building, baby. Shout out to Miss V, yo. Make sure y'all go check out Miss V. I love Prime Podcast, yo. Miss V, yo, to me, she's my favorite, right? So, hey, say I'm a little biased, but I love her channel. I love the way she breaks things down, and she is so nice. She's so beautiful. Her panel, her channel is respectful. Go check out Miss V, y'all, man. Y'all will love it, like for real, for real. Check her out. So Bluetooth is connecting. Bluetooth connected. This cutting edge. Blessings, cutting edge. Blessings. How you doing? Shout out cutting edge in the building, baby. Yo, cutting edge, you changed your name? Damn. Corporal Captain Cutting Edge. Shout out to Cutting Edge, yo. Yeah. Oh yes, they even have satellite footage yet. So many unsolved crimes, and that's what I'm saying. Like the first time that I ever saw Person of Interest, right, with Taraji P Henson. I don't know if y'all seen it, but I mean, listen, if y'all could find it to watch it, because I know in 2022, 2019, no, my bad, 2015, 2016, Person of Interest was a show that I mean, it was out there, like it was the number one. And then it came back. They was giving the reruns back in I think in 2022 and in 2023, if I'm not mistaken. But if you watch that show, Person of Interest, right? I mean, yeah, was it Person of Interest? Let me see. Hold on, let me make sure I got the name right. Let me see. Bluetooth is connecting. Bluetooth connected. I just want to make sure. Yeah, it's called Person of Interest, right? Let me stop this real quick over here. You're welcome, Ms. V. Yo, I love your channel, yo. People need to go check it out for real, for real. But if y'all haven't seen this show, I recommend y'all watch it, right, real quick before I start showing you this Papa Duck video, right? I think I spelled it wrong, but whatever. I'm just sitting here writing. It's called Person of Interest. It's a great show. Taraji P Henson is in it. I'm trying to see if I can get Bluetooth is connecting. A better that the but right here it's called Person of Interest. It came out in 2011, right? I saw it in 2015, 2016. So it's a real good show, and it tells you, it talks about the God's eye and stuff like that. And even that show had me thinking a lot. Like, with all these cameras that they got, how is it that it's so hard to find when a child goes missing, to find the person that took them? Like with them satellites, y'all can see all this. It's like they only pull it up when they want to. See, shout out to Papa Duck, right? I love the fact that Papa Duck brings awareness to everything, right? He brings awareness to everything. I was just watching the video. Y'all just gonna add me up, pump. That's some messed up shit. Blessings, young Riaz. Blessings, blessings, blessings. Um, but Yo, this is crazy. I'm saying, like, it's crazy how a lot of us was talking about this a couple months back, and not just a couple months back, years ago. And people were saying, "Oh, that ain't gonna come yet. That's gonna happen probably like in the 2040s and the 2050s." Nah, man, we in 2024, going on 2025. It's been here. We've been experiencing it. I mean, I don't know why y'all think that it's coming, that it hasn't gotten here yet. All this technology and all this stuff, it's been here. We've been experiencing it little by little. 5G, 4G, 3G, 2G, 1G, from the first computer to the laptops, to from the first phone to the cell phones, to remember them. Well, I don't really remember them. I just see pictures and videos of people with it. I think I got to see it once on a pawn shop. It was these big fat cell phones. Those were the wireless phones back then. They were like they looked at like kind of like a walkie-talkie almost. Like it's crazy. Like, but y'all don't realize we've been experiencing all this. We've been living it. We are living it. It's not that it's coming. We're here. When we read these books, when we read history, when we read the Bible, it's kind of like a guide. It's not a warning. It's not a prediction. They're telling us what's happening and what's going to happen. But hey, it's my opinion, guys. I don't want people to get offended, right? So let me, go down, bring it back a notch, right? Because when people get passionate, people think people are hype or they're in their bag. I don't want y'all to think that. It's just that, you know, I'm not just woke. I'm awake. You see where I'm coming from? And I love my history. I love reading. I love learning. You see, I don't debate people. I learn. I soak in that knowledge. And then when people tell me something, I go do my research. So what's crazy is what y'all think is new is really old. We really is the Flintstones and they the Jetsons, all right? But check out what Papa Duck gotta say.
About to show y'all something that y'all all should be afraid of. And it ain't the fact that it's coming, it's the fact that it's already here.
Facts.
Hey guys, this is a bit scary. No wonder Elon Musk gave this video an exclamation mark. This is footage from a coffee shop using AI to monitor its employees. The blue text with white letters indicates each employee, and the number shows how many cups of coffee they've made. You can see that an employee named Anna is working diligently, making a total of 20 cups. Meanwhile, Olga is hiding in the corner, slacking off, and has only made 3 cups.
Slacking
All of
Olga.
this is tracked by the AI, which then reports the findings to the boss. In Amazon warehouses, similar technology is used to monitor employees. They even allow AI to generate termination notices for workers with low productivity. But it doesn't stop there. Before long, everything around us, from cars to ships to our daily lives, could fall under AI surveillance. Everything will be tracked, monitored, calculated, and analyzed. If you're wondering what AI is really capable of, well, this is your answer.
Now, if you just paid attention to what I just showed y'all, man, not only will this AI track you, it'll also calculate the type of work you're doing or not doing. This is the ultimate solution to becoming a slave.
All right, so let me pause it right there. Now, I don't know if you've been watching me for a minute. You'll remember when I was talking about, and I brought awareness. I brought awareness to this maybe like 3 times already, right? This right here will be like the 4th time, right? I spoke on it back on 2019, spoke on it on 2022, and now 2023, and now 2024, right? The chip, right? I showed the video. I gotta look for it somewhere in my USB. I'm uploading my old videos little by little. I do the hashtag re-upload on them, but the people have gotten chipped, right? With that chip, right? They could sit here and they can get all your information. Yeah, they say it's very dangerous allegedly, but they still want to go with it. But the thing is, right? The reason why they're able to do all this is because we're letting them. But at the end of the day, you know what? People don't want to listen. People don't want to unite. They got us so divided that we're crumbling to the point that we're so blind that we can't see what's coming, what's hitting us. The crazy part is, right? We've been ready for war. People don't peep that shit. We've been ready for war, right? We've been prepped. People don't understand it. But if war came, we drop like flies because we're so divided to the point that, look, listen, man, the pettiest little thing would divide us in the middle of war. And we'll fail. But in reality, if we think about it, we're really ready for war. We've been through it all, but you know what? People don't see it. We want to hate each other, go against each other, fight each other. Like, I don't get it, man. I grew up in unity. Somewhere along the line between the 2000, somewhere in the 2000s, it got destroyed. People got easily led, strings attached to their backs, waiting for the next puppet master to give them a command. Right? And it's crazy for the longest I've been working around trying not to offend people, but at the end of the day, like I say now I'm starting to say it like this. I'm going to say what I'm going to say and what I'm thinking. And if the shoe fits, wear that itch, right? And if it doesn't apply, let it fly. Because the shorty is just speaking in general on the things that she sees. Bluetooth connected. So at the end of the day, if my opinion offends you, the exit is right there because I'm not holding back.
Bluetooth is connecting. Bluetooth connected. This is replacing officers riding around on horses.
Tell them, Papa Duck. Tell them, boo.
Employers are going to love this because it's going to ensure that people are doing what they're supposed to do. Bluetooth connected. More importantly, it's going to build America up without even, and you're going to comply with this without even like no backlash at all. If you think about it, this is how
I hear the Bluetooth. Hold on.
Or employment to keep people going. This is the tool of money. Without money, this shit won't be nothing. That's what I'm trying to get y'all to understand. Money moves mountains, literally. You feel what I'm saying? This is why I say this is a corporatocracy. Go look up. I gave y'all a definition of corporatocracy in a couple videos ago. Where this is where
I took care of it.
Owns and runs societies, and they're gonna do it with this artificial intelligence. It's the shit they've been working on. And every time you buy a Tesla, you'll participate in basically uh, financially enhancing him to do this type of shit. Not just Elon, though, all of them. Why is the fact like
Hey,
all these big ass companies are geared toward
you gonna buffer on me now?
taking real people's position in life? I told y'all this ain't got nothing to do with God. You can call God all you want to, man. This shit gonna still move on, bro. Use your common sense, bro. Man, these folks is creating a world where they ain't gonna need no people.
Mm-hmm.
They not.
They're saying that, mankind is overpopulating the world, but yet y'all creating all these AIs to, get consciousness and all this stuff. Y'all transferring, people that are about to die conscious into, a robot that is made out of steel. But yet mankind is overpopulating the world. If so, then why y'all creating more? Let's be real. Is it if we're overpopulating the world, then why y'all creating all these robots to replace us? Hmm.
And it should be backwards. It's like these companies cannot survive without people, but they're making it seem like people can't survive without these companies. Come on, bro. But the more they, develop AI, it's going to replace people. So really, in a minute, they don't want to give a damn what you think. You're going to be a victim of it. Your kids going to be a victim of it. And it's only going to get worse and worse and worse. So yeah, it's going to bring about opportunities here and there. But if you ain't up to par what's going on, you don't have no type of entrepreneurial skills or none of that shit, it's not going to benefit you. This is solely to make sure people are doing what they want you to do. They can monitor you in their drawers from wherever they at in the world to make sure your
Facts.
ass working or not working, which is
That's some real
crazy.
shit.
Now, what happened to this whole with the truckers with the ports? That shit just went away. Seemed like it. When they did the strike with the ports. We all know what that was for two reasons. One, AI. It was replacing so many people's jobs, and it got to the top. And when it got to the very, very top of those crane operators, that's when that shit hit home. And another reason was they kept hearing voices in those containers.
Did you hear what he said? And I'm gonna take it back a couple seconds so that y'all can hear what he said, right? And it's crazy because that's been talked about. Yo, so basically they're gonna replace these ports with robots so that way, because the robots won't complain if they hear noise. A human's gonna feel, some type of way. A human's gonna have an emotion. A human's gonna feel bad. It's gonna feel sad, and it's gonna want to help. A robot's not gonna care. It doesn't have a conscience. It doesn't have a soul. Hey, I don't know if y'all understand where I'm coming from, but to each his own. I'm not here, to bring nobody down, to bash nobody. I'm just here, to bring awareness to what's happening, to bring the news. I'm giving the stepping stone. Y'all do your own research. I'm not here to try to convince anybody. You see where I'm coming from? I'm just giving y'all my opinion, my perspective, and y'all more than welcome to give y'all's. Like, that shit that's happening is crazy. We need to worry less about these celebrities and start worrying about how we gonna prosper tomorrow, how we gonna better ourselves tomorrow, especially with everything that's happening. They've had technology forever, right? For the longest, I've said it. Even when I was little, I used to ask the question, how is it that, a killer can get away with this, but they got DNA stored in hospitals? Why can't they, sit here, okay, well, this person probably was born over here. Like, listen, man, I can find out who John Doe is by comparing the DNA to, take it to every hospital, figure out who this person is. Because when you're born, they sure as hell take, fingerprints, handprints, toe prints, footprints. Like, they don't just store that, they store your DNA in a tube. like like, yo, man, like, I want y'all to go deep. It's deep. Like, y'all, Blackstone, I think it's called Blackstone, right? I think that's their name. Papa Doug was just talking about them, how they own everything, right? They also own our DNA. Y'all didn't know that, right? Go do y'all research. I mean, they own that part of the stocks where, basically, if you go to Ancestry and all that stuff, blah, 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 if you done that child support, thing, and, they're trying to see if you are the pappy and stuff like that. They own your DNA. What they're going to do with it, I don't know. But look at the era that we're in, right? And I'm trying to say it in a way where I won't get striked, where they won't take this live down, right? So, listen, I hopefully y'all understand where I'm coming from and I'm understand exactly what I'm trying to say. Because no matter how many ways I want to put it and how many times I think about it, there is no other way I could say it but the way I just said it. And hopefully those that understand understand.
Those crane operators, that's when that shit hit home. And another reason was they kept hearing voices in those containers. Y'all know what that about. You know what trafficking. So at the end of the day, what I'm telling y'all, bro, we as people, we empower these people without even knowing it. And they use it through our basic necessities and livelihoods, knowing we got to have money for these things, and they make it to where everything you got to pay for it. That's what keeps you. They dangling the carrot. How they put the carrot in front of you and you just never could get to the carrot.
Yo, that's some real shit, man. They baiting people, and people falling for the banana and the tailpipe. Well, the carrot that's being dangled, like Papa Duck says. Yo, blessings, blessings. We got the pastor in the building, yo. We got double speaks, baby. Yo, make sure y'all go check out double speak telecast. The pastor's in the building, Pastor Doolittle, yo. Um, Yo, Double Speak be funny as hell, yo, man. I love Double Speak. Shout out to Double Speak. Make sure y'all go check him out. Great conversations, great topics, yo. He be doing his thing. Go check out Double Speak, y'all. But yo, Papa Doug is spitting some gems right here. Listen to what he's saying, man. I think a lot of us need to be talking more about this. I don't know how many of y'all got the same type of random thoughts that I got, but with all the technology they've had around for the longest, I feel as though there should be, every criminal out there should be caught. Every pedophile should be behind bars or a casket should be built for them. But that's my opinion. My opinion, mine's alone.
That shit is by design, bro. Well, I say y'all be voting like, man, y'all crazy as hell, man. Go out there and vote for that bullshit. All these people is together. I told y'all, left wing, right wing, all the same goddamn thing. Same bird, man, flying in the same direction. And it's sad that they would even. It's sad they even create some shit like this. They'll be creating a AI tool that monitors you to make sure you're doing your work, right? Okay, cool, I get it.
Yeah,
Right?
that's understandable.
But all this shit does is promote slavery. Doesn't matter what color you are, that shit gonna
Mm.
pick you up. Don't matter how old you are, how young you are, what you believe in, what's your religious beliefs, none of that. That shit still gonna pick you up and it's gonna monitor you just like everybody else. So don't think you're better than nobody else. And that's why I say y'all still caught up on this race shit. It's just a distraction. But like I say, they moving right ahead. And they've been playing this for forever. Forever. Why they got us entertained on football and all this other shit, man, these folk working on some shit, they gonna wipe our ass out. And ain't nothing we gonna be able to do about it.
Yo, he ain't lying. Y'all heard that phrase? Those that control the past, those that got the money, control everything. So, listen, man, I don't know if y'all understand what I mean by that, but sure, I get it now. Shout out to them elders, them old heads. They used to sit my ass down. And even though at times I thought they were trying to riddle me, no, they wasn't giving me riddles. They were telling me to my face what the heck it really was. I just thought it was a riddle because I didn't understand. I thought they was sending me on a mission trying to figure out what the heck they was telling me. And I was, I was young, stupid, naive, and ignorant. Not no more.
Must understand the newer people that's coming into this world will not know how to dodge this bullet because they're gonna be born in the midst of this shit. This is all they're gonna know. They're gonna be easily to comply with this.
Mm-hmm.
Think about it. Motherfucker 2 years old right now, in
It's already
10 years,
happening.
15 years, 20 years, they don't know no difference, man. They're not gonna know.
It's already
And it
happening.
just shows you now a lot of this shit started in China. Like I told y'all about the credit score what they do in China, right? They got so many they got thousands and thousands of cameras to face recognition. Not only can they recognize you from the front, from the top, and from the back, they can also recognize you from your strut, which is how you walk. Crazy, huh? The way you motherfucking walk, okay? That's crazy. You mean tell me these motherfuckers can't find these missing kids?
Thank you. I've been saying it. Man, look, listen, man. Whether y'all like it or not, kids say the darndest things, right? But listen to these kids and tell me they don't throw you back to when you was young. At least those that questioned everything when they was young. And I'm not saying everybody because it's not going to be for everybody, right? Not everybody thinks the same. Not everybody, behaves the same at all. We all different, right? We think differently. But damn, at times, I think that some of us be thinking the same thing. It's like, oh, okay, we on the same page. I thought I was going crazy. I thought I was the only one with that same, with that thought. And it turns out that somebody else was thinking the same thing, seeing the same shit I was seeing. And I'm saying here like, damn. So where's the answers to these questions? Oh my bad, they linger in the air in vain.
You don't lost your damn mind. That's where the demonic shit come in at. All right? If you know anything about adrenochrome, if you know anything about the demonic rituals that they do, because they have to, like they scare the hell out of you with voodoo and hoodoo and all this shit, but they do it all the time. And you must know, dealing with that, you have to give up something to receive something. You mean tell me y'all got cameras in China? Well, if you walk across the street, that should identify you before you make it across the street jaywalking. So you jaywalking, that shit will identify you before you make it to the other side. Then I went into your I think it's called WeChat. That's what they use over there in China. That's like their Facebook, that's their PayPal, that's all in one. That bitch will go into your account and pay for the jaywalking ticket before your ass make it to the other side of the road. You mean tell me y'all can't find kids, missing kids, bro?
But shit, Papa Duck, man, I'm saying the same thing. They got the same thing here in America. People here in America are starting to, use their hand to pay for everything. And y'all telling me y'all can't find these missing kids? Y'all telling me y'all can't find these escapees that escaped the jail? Y'all telling me that y'all cannot find a murderer that just killed somebody. They went on a murdering spree, left DNA behind and everything, and y'all can't find them? So y'all telling me what's stopping y'all from sitting here and grabbing this unknown DNA, right? And testing it against every hospital and every city. Yeah, it might take a long time. Yeah, we know it. But y'all got money to send everywhere else, right? But not money to, sit here and solve our own crimes, our own problems, our own situations. Hmm. I mean, I don't know. I guess logic is in logic, right? For real, for real.
Fuck out of here, man.
Exactly.
Y'all
I'm
know
with you, Papa
Halloween
Duck.
coming up. You know what I'm saying? Halloween is one of the days where a lot of not just kids, but homeless people and just all type of motherfuckers just start to go missing.
Oh, yo, I'm glad he brought that up, and it's true. El Día de los Muertos, Halloween, the Day of the Dead, where everybody puts on a disguise. Almost everybody, because not everybody celebrates Halloween, right? And a lot of kids be out here by themselves. Parents don't go with them trick or treating. They just on their own. Some kids, end up getting candy that's poisoned. They're in the hospital. Y'all heard about them times where we're putting blades and they were putting drugs inside of candies and stuff. That shit really did happen. But what doesn't get talked about? How many kids do y'all think go missing on Halloween? A lot. And what's crazy is people out here celebrating, right? A holiday, they don't even know the meaning behind. What's crazy is, right? Halloween is really, the meaning is there, whether people believe it or not. It's a day of sacrifice. Because you know how many kids go missing? And I feel as though, some parents do it unwillingly. What I mean by unwillingly is like, damn, you know better, man. Go out there with your child. Don't be the next one on the news sitting here, you looking for your child. Like, as crazy as it sounds, right? And people's like, yo, your son is 15. No, man, I'm going. Listen, man, I don't care what y'all say. I'm gonna be a detective. I'm gonna be a cop. I'm gonna be everything. I needs to know. I don't care because the world we live in now, right? Sometimes it makes me think like, okay, the internet is needed for a lot of things, right? But is social media needed? Are these chats really needed? Are these games really needed? Are they really necessary? Hey, but that's my opinion. Like I said, random thoughts. Random thoughts. I really got them. I got so many questions that I've had my whole life that nobody's been able to answer. And guess what? Little by little, I've been finding the answers to it by observing, by watching, by researching, by learning.
These are demonic rituals. This is the day you feed the dead. I better rethink this world shit. This world ain't what y'all think it is, man. And most people flying blind in the motherfucker, man. Put their brain in the bird, that bitch will fly backwards. They don't know no better, bro. Locked in motherfucking box. Yeah. So listen, man. I just showed y'all the video. These people gonna be monitoring your ass. No matter where they at, you'll be monitored. You can't steal nothing. You can't take a long ass smoke break. You can't go in the bathroom and sit on the toilet and fake like you taking a dump. You can't do none of that shit no more. Because it
Mm-mm.
calculates everything you do. Alright? Listen, I'm just a messenger.
Some real shit, Papa Duck, man. The first tracker is in your pocket. It's like it's like the word says, yo. Shout out to the word, aka the Coach, right, man? It's like the word says, yo. We're cyborgs already. First thing we got on us is the phone. A lot of us can't be without it. Half these kids, yo, you can't take the phone without them reacting a certain type of way. Let's be real, man. We already cyborgs. Those of us that can't let go of any type of technology or device, yeah, you've been turned into a cyborg. Transformers.
That's it. Don't get mad at me. I'm just pissed at y'all. You know what I'm saying?
Facts.
But listen, man, I can tell y'all the time, man. I love y'all, man. And I'm just bringing this information to y'all. You can do more research on it if you want. But hey, it ain't the fact that it's coming. It's the fact that it's already here. So like I tell y'all all the time, man, I love y'all, man. And listen, in order for y'all to be motherfucking found, you must be lost. Okay? So to the next video, man, y'all share this video, man. And
Yeah, I already did. I gotta always react to a Papa Duck video. Shout out to Papa Duck, man. Prayers to everything he does. But that is some real shit, yo. Like I'm always gonna say the same thing. And what's crazy is right, no matter what I say, until people see it for themselves, right? A lot of people's gonna think I'm crazy. I don't know what I'm talking about, but I'm seeing it. I'm researching. I'm listening. I'm looking it up. Like, and this thing has been happening. Is actually happening to us. We already going through it. It's not that we're gonna go through it. Like y'all keep, people keep saying all these the Simpsons, the stuff that they've heard is predictions and stuff like that. It ain't no predictions. They're telling us what's gonna happen. Like, hey, can we change what's already been written? Hey, if we was united, I would say yes. How divided we are now, unless we get our shit together, which I feel as though we still got time. But people don't care. People don't want to hear that shit. Right now, people just want to hear negativity. People want to argue. People want to fight. They want to worry about what's in the next person's pocket. Who could be better than the next person instead of trying to better in themselves today. Trying to figure out, how they could better themselves for tomorrow. How they could become a better person than what they was yesterday. On some real shit. When people start hearing people talk like this, people don't want to hear that. Right now, what sells is the drama. Toxic shit. That's what sells. That's what draws people's attention. See, we're all like Dory unless we're seeing drama being developed. And what I mean by like, we all got short term memory, right? Unless the drama, the bullshit's in the mix. That's what's crazy, right? Could somebody sit here and actually watch somebody that's actually talking positive, not bashing somebody, not wanting to argue for an hour or more? Only a few people. That's rare. People don't want to have real conversations, whether it's here on social media or out here in these streets. People don't want to resolve anything. And what's crazy is, right? Sometimes You can't resolve nothing with certain people. And what's crazy is some people keep holding on to that grudge, not knowing how to let go and walk away. Like, look, listen, man, if we can't work this out, there's no point of us even talking. You go your way, I go my way. I be trying to lead by example. I don't be trying. I actually do. And what's crazy is, right, because of the way I am, people be confused. I'm like, listen, I got a heart, but I speak my mind too. I say what I gotta say. At times I be feeling bad and I try, to, how can I say it, soften the fall, but at the end of it's like, nah, not everybody deserves for you to soften their fall. You see where I'm coming from? Like, yo, we need to realize that not everybody's going to care. Not everybody's going to be like-minded, right? So in order to, better, in order to help the next person, you're going to have to be able to help yourself. You're going to have to pick yourself up. Better you. Do you first and then worry about the next person. Learn how to love yourself, respect yourself. Build yourself up before you try to build somebody else or love somebody else. This world is crazy, yo. Like, but Papa Duck was spitting some gems, yo. I hope that y'all, see it. Can there be, a solution? Yes. Right now, it's just too many excuses. And people not going to realize it until the devil comes knocking at their door. What's happening? What's going on? You see where I'm coming from? So at the end of the day, me personally, I'm going to keep doing what I'm doing. I'm not going to stop. I'm not going to let nobody knock me down my hinges. I may get disappointed at times. Hey, but, at the end of the day, that's all it is. People disappoint. Life disappoints sometimes. But you just got to keep, you got to keep pushing forward. You got to keep your head up. So at the end of the day, let us shorty know what y'all think. What would y'all do if AIs took over everybody's job and nobody was able to work? How would the world react on some real shit? Because wouldn't that be on some type like, even though the grid is not down, but wouldn't it be on some type like if the grid was down? That's how people will react, because if they don't got a job, they won't get paid, right? And if they're not getting paid, how do they put food on their table? How do they pay for their electricity? How do they pay for their water? How do they pay for their rent, for their taxes, for their mortgage, and much more? How will people survive if they don't got jobs out here? Hey, let us shorty know what y'all think. I'll see, we talk about this on another live. Uh-uh. I don't know who Nicholas is, but shout out to Nicholas. Another way of thinking. I like that. Okay, no one will have money to spend on products and services, which means even the rich people will be poor. Don't let that get, I understood exactly. I don't know, wait. Nicholas. It's an avatar, so I don't want to say he or she, but shout out to Nicholas. No one would have money. That's some real shit. That's another way of thinking. And he makes a point. That's a real good point right there. That's some real shit, yo. But that's all I wanted to come on here, y'all, man. I wanted to see, what y'all thought, your perspectives on this. Shout out to Papa Duck for bringing awareness to this again, because it's not his first time, bringing videos on this topic, on this situation. So make sure y'all go check out Papa Duck, sub up, like his videos, share his videos, help him bring awareness, y'all. And do a shorty a favor, right? If y'all enjoyed the stream today, smash that like button for a shorty. Help her get into the algorithm. Help her bring awareness to, everything that she's trying to do. Because I don't just do reaction videos. A shorty comes out here. She does community work. Show people the events that we have here in Philadelphia and stuff like that. We do a lot of things here. So make sure y'all check us out. Make sure y'all subbed up, because if y'all not, listen, man, y'all gonna miss the live. A shorty doesn't schedule lives. A shorty just pops up. So on that note, till next time, this y'all shorty Racheal. I hope all of y'all have a blessed and humble day. Continue to have a blessed and humble morning. And I will see y'all on the weekend. I might pop up throughout the week like I just did today, to talk about something. But we'll see y'all on the weekend when we do the podcasting. So